Hi everyone, welcome back. Bit of a mixed bag today weather-wise. Bit breezy, temperatures definitely dropped. Cloudy, sunny, bit of everything. So today we've got some exciting news. The ducks that we've been feeding for years have nested at the back of the pond, and we've got a big reveal. Apart from that, we're separating out the marigolds and planting them out. We found a whole load of wild sown hollyhocks around the garden, so we're digging those out and potting those up. You can probably hear the chickens, they're so bloody greedy. As soon as they hear my voice, it's me, me, me. Got to go and feed them in a minute. We've also got to plant out all these tomatoes and other stuff we've potted. Trouble is, you do all this stuff, you sow your seeds, you pot them, and then where the hell do you put them all? So I've got a place in the front driveway, raised bed there. I'm going to cut out all the dead daffs and plant some in there. And I think that will be about it. So I'm not normally a fan of local government, but I saw an advert last year for them giving away free compost. So when it came around this year, I jumped on board, and it was a good system, and I was quite chuffed to get 2 free bags, and it's peat free. So this is where I've got to clear out the old daffs, and it's overrun with, I'm not sure what that weed is. Actually, we get it a lot all around here, this yellow top weed. Not sure what it is, but this corner gets evening sun. We've got a bit of everything around here. Well, obviously we've got the hanging basket with strawberries in. We've got a dwarf geranium looking really nice there. We've got some osteospermum daisies here. Get a few wild poppies coming through there. Got crocosmia here. Got hosta here. Might even be 2 separate. Oh, there was 2 separate hostas. One hosta, the variegated leaf one, is doing okay. There was a hosta here, and it has been, it's totally decimated. I don't know if that will come back at all. The old dying bluebells, so I'll have to take those out as well. This area is getting a bit low, so I may have to put some more compost on there to bring the level up a bit. I've got to find out what this weed is. As I say, it's all down there as well, but it gets everywhere. In fact, it's got in some of our brickwork in the garden, and it actually gets through tiniest of gaps in the mortar, and it can split your bricks apart. So that's got the worst of it out. I'll top it up with some compost, and then we'll get some of the tomatoes in there. I've actually mixed some sieved garden soil with some compost, so that's what this will be. Let's see how that goes. Obviously when you water it, it will go down a bit more anyway. Crocosmia is getting in the way. It should be fine, I think. So I'm going to try and squeeze in 4 here. You can see where I left the strings from last year to try and keep them against the wall, stop them falling forward, and it supports them when they've got fruit. Right, I've got my trusty Kent and Stowe trowel, which is really nice and sturdy, sharp edge there, serrated edge there, and a 10 centimetre measure in the middle. Well, the roots are quite good on these. So you want to bury them slightly deeper. Right, let's see how they go. So this is an area I've got to weed out and clear out for hopefully some squash. But in the process of rummaging through all this, it's amazing or ironic how some things just self-seed, self-sow, when you can try and do your best by doing it yourself with seeds or pots or compost and fertilizer, etc., etc. And some stuff will just grow with no help whatsoever. And as you can see in this clump of weeds, we have a potato here, and I'm sure, oh yeah, that's another potato there. And across here, I believe, on my sort of dirt pile, we've got 1, 2, 3 hollyhocks. So I'm actually going to take these hollyhocks out and pot them up rather than waste them. While I'm doing this, I'm kneeling down on all the wild mint, and the aroma is fantastic. I know we all complain about mint because it just goes mad, but I mean, oh, it's wonderful. And just, as I say, kneeling on it and suddenly you get the aroma up. It's fantastic. Anyway, back to these hollyhocks. I'm hoping that I can get the whole root out. It's really, really dry. I don't know how to survive, really. I'm going to give these a good watering. I'll take some of this out. Give these a good watering after they're in the pot. what you have to remember with the hollyhocks is that they just leaf the first year, so they don't flower until the second year. So these that are sprouting up won't flower this year, but they will next. Basically, this is just all the old soil that's just dumped from around the garden. A mixture of everything, including a lot of stone and rubble. But these have self-seeded, so it can't be that bad. Cool, I was lucky I didn't get that on my fingers. I told you there's everything in here. Is there any more while I'm here? Oh, yes. That's another one there. So that'd be 3. Any more? No, I think that's it. Look at this. All the effort you put into your garden, planting stuff, nurturing stuff. I've covered this before, but yes, I know you're there, girls. Just be quiet a minute. I think this might be an iris. I think that behind it might be a potato. This is all mint, and they're potatoes. And that's all in our... Oh, and the duck's just flown back off the nest to try and get some seed. She means to go down into that corner, but there's no seed there, so I better go and do it now. It looks like we have eggs, people. So as you can see, the duck has flown off the nest. The eggs are all under that down. She's flown off to the river for a little break, which she does every day. So that gives me a little window to try and get something planted up here. And I'm going to try and squeeze in a sunflower just here. And do a bit of weeding in the process. My chickens will love all this. They're a bit close, aren't they? Right, I've got a little area, a few big stones there, don't know where they've come from. Got a little area nestled between the daisy and the blueberry. So I'm going to try and squeeze the sunflowers in there. I've got a robin singing above my head. It's beautiful. Oh, my knee. Right. Is this going to come out? Oh, come out. Well, the soil's coming out, but not the plant. Ah, there we go. Right, that's a quick job done while the duck's away. Before she comes back, I'm going to have to remulch some of this area. Don't know where it all bloody goes, the mulch. In fact, I'll probably take some from down the front here, which isn't really needed, and I'll put it up the back there, because I can redo the front another day. no plants in the front area. In fact, I'm going to have to do something about that. So Mrs. Duck's back, and I think she's just going for a little swim first on the pond. So she's just nipped into the pond. You probably can't see her from that angle. Now she's getting up through the back of the pond, through the weeds, and now getting back on her nest. I don't know if you can see it from the angle you're at. And there she goes, back on and settling down on the clutch of eggs. I don't know how many eggs there is, 6 to 8 I think. So I'm going to try and separate some of these marigolds and put them in front of the sunflowers that I've just planted. Larry the lobster knife is back. I never know how to go in when you're separating. I don't want to break anything. I think all the roots are quite knotted up, so it's probably best I start separating them. Oh God, it's one massive root. It's not the best scenario. Just a case of ripping them apart, I think. And hope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just trying to tease them. It's like wool. I've left them too long in this tray. These two are joined at the hip, I think. Maybe I'll have to keep those pair together. Can I tease that one out? Come on. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Will these come apart? I don't think they will. That'll have to be a pair. 6, 7. I'll leave the others for now. In fact, I'll put that pair in first, I think. Old recycled lemonade bottle. Number 2. Let's go. Move some of this mulch around to try and cover some of the surface. A bit more water. I'm so chuffed that Mrs. Mallard chose our garden to lay her eggs. Fingers crossed for the outcome. Sometimes it can be brutal, sometimes great. That's nature. So that's another one. Please like, share, follow, etc. Check out our website, gardeningdiary.co.uk. Do what makes you happy. See you soon. Take care.